Welcome to Chapter 2, Recording Transactions and Processing Payments. In this chapter, we will focus on recording transactions accurately and processing payments efficiently. After completing this chapter, learners will be able to identify different forms of payments, record transactions according to the organizational procedures, apply security measures and authentication for various forms of payment, correct errors in processing payments according to organizational procedures, calculate and hand over change according to organizational procedures, finalize the transactions according to the organizational procedures, as well as issue proof of payments according to organizational procedures. As a cashier, it is important to record every transaction that takes place in the business. Each sale has a direct impact on stock movement, and accurate recording helps to ensure that stock levels are always correct. The type of transaction that must be recorded include customer purchases, customer payments, returns, refunds, as well as third-party payments. Always remember to capture transactions correctly and accurately, as this supports proper stock control, financial reporting, and business accountability. Let's talk about the impact of errors. Accurate transaction recording plays a vital role in protecting the outlet against financial losses. It ensures that stock flows correctly through the outlet and supports effective stock management. Accurate records also contribute to the customer satisfaction by ensuring correct pricing, billing, and service. In addition, proper transaction recording provides accurate information on VAT paid by customers and gives reliable data on sources of the business's income. Let's look at the techniques for recording transactions. As a cashier, it is essential to understand the different methods used to record transactions. These methods include manual recording, electronic point of sale systems, day books, and cash registers. Each method plays a critical role in ensuring accurate financial records. Every cashier is responsible for using their own unique login details when operating any system. Login credentials include passwords, must never be shared with anyone, as this compromises system security and accountability. Because of the method used to record transactions, cashiers must always follow the organization's policies and procedures. Adhering to these policies ensures accuracy, transparency, and compliance in all transaction records. Now let's identify these forms of payments. It is important for cashiers to be familiar with all the forms of payments accepted at their workplace. These may include cash, checks, debit cards, bank transfers, and gift vouchers. Each payment type has a specific security measure to protect both the business and the customer. Now let's look at cash. Always count cash carefully, give accurate change, and store it securely at the till. Avoid leaving cash unattended. Another tip, when getting cash from a customer, please count it loudly. Card checks. Verify that the check is signed, dated, and made out correctly. Confirm sufficient funds with the bank if required. Debit cards and credit cards. Always check the cardholder's ID and use a secure PIN to entry. Do not share POS access with anyone else. Bank transfers. Confirm payment references and verify that funds have been received before completing the transaction. Gift vouchers. Check the validity and the value of the voucher and record its use in the system to prevent fraud. By following all these security measures, cashiers help maintain accurate records, prevent financial losses, and protect customer trust. Let's look at security measures and authentication. When the customer pays with cash, the cashier places it on the counter, counts it out loudly, and checks the notes with a UV light. The transaction is processed on the POS, correct change is counted and handed to the customer, and the receipt is issued. When paying with a debit card, the customer taps or inserts the card. The cashier checks it is valid and not expired. The customer enters the PIN or signs if required. The cashier does not handle the PIN. The POS verifies and approves the transaction, and the receipt is handed to the customer. When using a gift card or an electronic voucher, the customer scans, swipes, or presents the code. The cashier checks that it is valid, not altered, and not expired. The POS verified activation and balance. If approved, the receipt is handed to the customer. Paying with a check, the cashier checks it is valid, not altered, correctly dated, signed, and that the account details and amount match. For cash check or large amounts, the supervisor phones the check holder to confirm. The check is processed only after verification, and the receipt is handed to the customer. Correcting errors in recording transactions. Before finalizing any transaction, it is essential to carefully check the details and correct any errors according to the organization's procedures. Common causes of transaction errors include selecting the wrong payment type when recording a payment, tendering an incorrect amount, entering incorrect amounts on the credit card machine, using incorrect codes or purchase allocations. In most cases, a supervisor must be called to authorize the correction, such as overriding an incorrect price. Following these procedures ensures accuracy, maintains financial integrity, and prevents stock or cash discrepancies. Now, let's look at calculating and handing over change. When the customer pays in cash, the cashier places on the counter and counts it loud to confirm the amount received. Using the POS system, the cashier enters the total amount tendered, and the system automatically calculates the change, which also helps the cashier balance the till at the end of the shift. The cashier prefers the correct change starting with the largest denomination, counts it out loud to the customer, and hands it over along with the receipt, ensuring the customer can see and confirm the total. Finalizing the transaction. When finalizing a sale, it is essential for the cashier to calculate and hand over the correct change to the customer. Only provide excellent service by thanking the customer and offering further assistance. For example, saying thank you, we hope to see you again. Finally, ensure that proof of payment such as receipt is issued to the customer. Following these steps ensures accuracy, enhances customer satisfaction, and maintains professionalism at the point of sale. Issuing documentary proof to the customer. After completing the transaction, the cashier prints or generates the receipts and checks that it shows the correct item, total, payment method, and date. The receipt is handed to the customer promptly, ensuring it is legible and complete. Providing documentary proof of payment and confirming the transaction for both the customer and the business. This also helps the cashier with record keeping. As we complete this lesson, remember that accurate transaction recording and proper payment processing are essential for protecting the business, managing stock, and delivering excellent customer service. By following the organizational procedures, applying security measures, correcting errors, and finalizing transactions carefully, cashiers maintain accuracy, professionalism, and customer satisfaction at the point of sale. These practices form the foundation for all future cashier operation and help ensure smooth, reliable, and secure transactions every day. In the next chapter, we will focus on interact with customers.